Marching right down to it, aren't we? Right down to the end here. Right down to the end. Very close. Wow. So how about it, everybody? It's your Assist Sports podcast, and I'll tell you what, coming to you live. Just some technical stuff I want to take care of here real quick. Coming to you live on this great Thanksgiving night from the captain's quarters. And this is EJ's show. He is the host and creator of the Assist Sports podcast.
What's up, everybody?
And on the line, as we always have, is our good pal Jason McManus. What's up, Jay?
Good evening, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone tuning in tonight. Great to have you all tonight.
Yes.
Again, happy Thanksgiving.
I agree, and we'll give a quick shout-out right away to Tom Stavitsky and Mark Youngblood, who both joined. Hello, boys.
Hello, gentlemen.
And there will be more, I'm sure, to join. We've got a nice Thanksgiving Day edition, special edition here of the Sports Podcast. And
I want to thank Brian Brzezinski for coming on the show. Everybody really liked that you were on the show.
I agree.
So thank you very much. If you ever want to come back on, even if you decide to call right now, I don't care.
Yep.
We'll talk no matter what. All right.
Anytime, bro.
Thanks.
You're welcome anytime. So, yeah.
Hey, I'd like to also give another special call out tonight or shout out to the commish on this very special Thanksgiving edition, and a big happy birthday to our commissioner for the League of Dreams baseball, Mr. Scott Spernoga.
Yep, and I wanted to save this because I wanted to wait until we were doing the podcast. I saw everybody sending you it. Scott, happy birthday, man. Really appreciate you and thankful for you. And you know what? That leads right into what we're going to do first. Before we have a couple topics we want to talk about, but first things, Thanksgiving. Go around the horn quick. Jay, what are you thankful for today?
Yeah, man, the big three right here. The big king that lives inside of us, number one. Thankful for his everyday friendship and in my heart and leading my life. And number two, of course, my family. And number three, all the wonderful men and women who are now with their families today, serving and protecting this great country that we live in called the United States of America.
Yes. So I can echo a lot of those. Got Tony Kaz in the house joining us, and I got Rich Higbee. Yo, Rich. Good to have you with us tonight, brother. I am thankful for my family. Tacking on top of what Jay already said, because I agree 100% with everything he said. Thankful for the Lord. I'm thankful for the armed men and women who protect this country, especially the ones that were not here to celebrate Thanksgiving with their families, all the stuff they sacrifice. Thankful for my family, thankful for my job, thankful for a good church family that I have, and just everything I'm blessed with. I'm very thankful. EJ, what do you got, man?
I know I got my big three. First of all, I'm thankful. We'll start from number three. Number three for me is like, remember, you know how when you go into school and you say like, oh, this sucks. I want to leave. This is terrible. As much as I say that every day, I'm really thankful for like some of the people that have been there, because I took some really fat L's in the past few weeks when it comes to my music career, and I'm just thankful for the band kids and all the arts kids that were there to support me when I fell by a very, very small margin. But I'm thankful for them. Especially my teacher. He was there with me the entire time, and he walked me through everything, and now I'm back and we just got to keep going. I'm thankful for my girlfriend, because like I don't know what I'd do right now without her. She's been by my side for 11 months last week, so that's good for me. And I'm also thankful for my parents, because I know that I piss them off a lot, especially this one. Oh my gosh, we have some feuds back and forth, but that's family. My mother, trying to come around the bend and overcome a lot of things, and same with my dad. And my dad's been there for me, and he's always been there for me. He's been there for me since I was little. I'm not gonna get into too much detail with that, but he's been there for me for a very long time, and sometimes I hate him, and sometimes I say, "Oh my God, what would I do without him?" So I'm thankful for him.
Dab it up. All right.
So that's it. But there's one thing that we're all thankful for getting us into this number one. One thing that we're thankful for, or the players and everybody who was down at the Easton and Phillipsburg football game this afternoon are thankful for, is that nobody died in the fight at the end of the game.
Yeah, really. Wow.
This is insane.
You can check out the Assist Sports podcast page. Brian posted video from it if you want to see. According to him, the game was clean throughout. But leading up to this game, Jason, I mean, I read the story like you did. What did you hear?
What I heard is that, a fight broke out near the end of the game, and there was some vandalism that was done to one of the schools. Pretty significant vandalism, and it just boiled over. Clean football game, but eventually, unfortunately, emotions got the best of people, and immaturity of fans and players. It's a joke.
Yeah,
this is high school football.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I'll tell you what, it just gets out of hand after a while. You never know what's going on. So what we're going to do now, quickly, is EJ and I are going to do some quick NFL picks, aside from the two games that went today. And
I had the Bills winning, just so we all are clear.
I did too. Now, there's 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's 26-15 Bills over the Cowboys. So, crazy. Wow, Bills had this one rolling. Anyways, let's do the rest of the game, starting with the Saints and Falcons. I have the Saints. What do you got?
Oh, yeah, no, I've got the Saints on this one. This isn't going to be close for me.
Yep, I agree. Jets at the Bengals. I think it's the Jets game lose here. Yeah, Jets are going to win it.
The Jets.
Here's an interesting game. Browns and the Steelers. Now, it's in Pittsburgh this time, and you got a different quarterback starting. Who do you got?
I got the Steelers, and I'm not being a homer. I'm saying this primarily because if you think that the entire Steelers team isn't pissed off at the Browns for doing what they did, and I'm not saying the Steelers are perfect. I'm not saying Marquise Pouncey should have went the way he did, or no one should have. That actually really should have never happened. But if you think that the Steelers aren't still really, really mad about that, you got another thing coming. I think the Steelers are going to come out and pound them.
I think the Steelers are going to win. I think it's going to be close. I think it'll be a close game. Packers at the Giants. I've got the Packers. Sorry, Rich.
Listen, I like both teams in this because this is going to be the thing that everyone's just be like, oh, the Packers lost. Okay. And that's what I think is actually going to happen in this game. Just watch. I think the Giants are going to overcome and watch. Aaron Rodgers is probably going to be choking things away. I think this is going to be a game that the Packers can't make too many mistakes because the Giants actually do convert on mistakes if they're especially if you're behind your own, you're not even in your own zone,
Yeah,
So I got the Giants by 3. It's going to be a stunner.
I got the Packers. Moving forward, I think the Packers have something to prove after that loss last week.
To Jimmy G and the 49ers.
Titans and the Colts.
Oh. Now, this is a trap card game because both of them are pretty all right. They're pretty much the same. But I got the Colts in this one. I don't think the Titans are going to pull through.
I have the Titans. Eagles at the Dolphins. I think it's the Eagles. Although the Eagles can't score right now. They're
against
terrible.
The Seahawks. What was
they're
that?
terrible. But what do you got?
Oh,
Eagles?
man, I got the Eagles.
Yeah. Buccaneers at the Jaguars.
The Buccaneers and the Jaguars. This is another game, first of all, that, they're, really close to being identical. And so when you think about it, you say, oh, they're both equally, and that's just going to be a pretty good game. Psych. I think the Jaguars are going to lose this game.
Yeah, I've got the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers are going to lose.
Redskins at the Panthers. Quick. Panthers, I agree. 49ers and the Ravens, probably marquee game of the week. It's in Baltimore. What do you got?
Oh my gosh.
I've got the 49ers. Guys, they're rolling. They're 10-1. I like them.
I'm going to go with the 49ers.
I like them.
I think, but watch.
That defense is so good.
But once again, Lamar Jackson, he's maybe a prima donna, but He is good.
Defense is very good, man. Defense is very good.
But what I saw for the 49ers when I was watching the game, I was bored. So I was watching the game on Sunday night, and I was eating my pizza, and I was watching the game. And what I saw was the 49ers defense is really good, especially with passing, because like when the Packers would run the ball, they wouldn't really be able to stop them. They'd get about 5 yards, 6 yards on the run. But if they pass the ball, boom, the 49ers were right there.
Yep.
So if they can do that same thing and not give Lamar Jackson enough time to pass it or not give him a running space, then I think the 49ers got that one.
Yeah, I think the 49ers have it. I think it was a close game, 49ers. Rams at the Cardinals. Rams. Chargers at the Broncos.
Ooh. Chargers. Let's go with the Chargers.
I agree. Broncos are really laying an egg lately. Raiders at the Chiefs.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, because the Raiders
easily, I've got the
horrible.
Chiefs. I really do.
Raiders defense is terrible.
Patriots at the Texans Sunday night. That is a decent game, but what do you think?
Ugh.
Hard to pick against the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
Got to go with the Patriots.
Though I hope Deshaun Watson has a good game because I am on my fantasy.
And then finally, Vikings at the Seahawks Monday night. Another terrific game. Who do you got?
This is a good one. Honestly, this might be the game that I strive to watch. But I think I got the Seahawks in this one.
Yeah, so do I. I got the Seahawks. Okay, so Jay, you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's hop in.
The top 25.
Portion number 3, we're going to do our top 25 college games. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because we have 3 big high school games this week we want to spend a little bit of time talking about.
Agreed.
So, first game, number 18 Memphis and number 19 Cincinnati. Jay, any thoughts? What's your pick?
These Conference USA teams, man. I'm going to go with Memphis just because it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yep.
I'm going to go Memphis by 7. It's going to be the last team to touch the ball wins the game.
I agree. It's just you're exactly right. Such high-scoring games, it's like there's no defense and all sorts of crazy stuff. All right, very good. Want to also, while we're doing a little bit of this here, I don't want to be a little bit out of order, but Tony Cass says Browns by 10 over Steelers. I tried to put a laugh emote on there, Tony. Sorry, I can't go with that. And here's a big laugh emote. Richard Higbee talking about the Giants. We stink, LOL. Yeah, you do, but not all your fault. Future's bright with Daniel Jones, baby. I love the kid.
Good.
Love the kid.
Daniel and Saquon, man.
I think it's a great way to build.
This is the game I put Saquon back in on my fantasy. So
Tony also says the Packers with the win. I agree with that one. And he says Baltimore by 3. And that very well could be, Tony.
Honestly,
that's a really good call. Really
by the way,
call.
we got a schedule getting on the podcast with you.
Well, we're going to talk about we will talk about that. We
got to do that.
Really busy time right now. We got to see what happens in the next couple of weeks. So Memphis, Cincinnati, I agree, Jay. I think it's a 3-point win, Memphis. It's just so close. I think it's just going to be one of these crazy, crazy games. What do you think quickly?
I don't know, really.
That's great, EJ.
I don't know a lot about Cincinnati except for the fact that they played Temple, and I completely didn't watch the game like I told myself I was going to. So let's just go with Cincinnati since I know absolutely nothing about them.
All right, great. Number 1, Ohio State.
Okay, now I know this one.
Number 1, Ohio State, and number 13, Michigan. EJ, you know this one. Go.
Yes. This is not even close. Ohio State's gonna kill them. I'm sorry. They're gonna kill them. Ohio State.
Yeah, it's. I would have to agree. I think it's a 17-point win for Ohio State. I just do. I think that they're a little rattled from last week, and while Michigan will keep it a little bit closer than we may think at some point, I think Ohio State's going to get some garbage time points at the end. 17-point win for Ohio State. Jay, what do you think?
I got very similar notes here, Mr. Samuel.
Yep.
I've got Ohio State winning handily, but it's going to be by 10 points because Michigan's going to throw some points on at the end. But I think the Big Ten is going to show just how good they are. It's going to be a closer game than most people think.
I agree. I just feel like Michigan's going to be down 10 towards the end of the game, driving, going to be a turnover, like a pick six or something, and that's what
Right,
that's just kind of how I feel. You know what I mean? Kind of like one of those gut calls. EJ, what do you got? Oh, you already called that one, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we all got Ohio State. I don't think there's a question. Okay, number 7 Oklahoma versus number 21 Oklahoma State. In the past, this has been kind of a wild game. I don't think so as much this year. I think Oklahoma's got this one. I don't think it's going to be too close. I think Oklahoma feels like they need a big statement win. I think they're going to get it. I'm going to say 14-point win here for Oklahoma. Jay, what do you got?
Oklahoma is the place to be.
Yeah.
Boomer.
Sooner.
Boomer.
Yeah, it can be a lot of it.
All right, so Arby's going Sooner in the back seat. So we're going to Sooners in this one in a romp. In a romp by 21.
Nice. I think they're going to roll too. What do you think?
I think the only thing OSU has to look forward in this game is that they have some pretty neat jerseys because Oklahoma's going to kill them.
That's very well stated. That's very well stated.
I think the Sooners are going to be saying, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Crazy. So listen, let's get down to this now. Number 8, Minnesota, and number 12, Wisconsin, Jay.
I just saw Brian's comment.
Well, here's the thing. You know,
Back to
Minnesota already had their Super Bowl,
They
and they won
did.
their Super Bowl. And I think the dream season ends this week against Wisconsin. I think the Badgers get it done. There'll be a lot of cheese eating going on in Wisconsin. They're going to be celebrating for a trip to the Big Ten Championship.
Yep.
Wisconsin by 4.
Yep. I think it's going to be the same thing. I agree with you. I think Wisconsin's got this one won. 6 points.
Well,
Wisconsin by 6.
it's a quick question. So what does Wisconsin have that they don't?
What's Wisconsin have that they don't?
Yeah.
History. They got a lot more. They play. Listen, Wisconsin, arguably probably a little bit tougher schedule, wouldn't you say, Jay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Minnesota, aside from playing Penn State, very weak schedule.
Correct. So
Thank
Minnesota may be undefeated. I don't think it matters much. I think Wisconsin takes care of it this week.
Thank you for saying exactly what I think is going to happen. I have Wisconsin in this game.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do any work to explain it.
There you go.
Cool.
Awesome.
Oh, by the way,
And we're going
I
to
will-
circle back to the comments
I'm
in a
going to
minute.
be I'm going to be at the Temple UConn game, but I
How-
still will be figuring this stuff out.
How about that? Temple UConn playing with the Temple band,
I'll
huh?
be playing with the Temple band. I'll be
Cool
on the
stuff.
Temple drum line. You can,
That's
you can
awesome.
see me outside the link on Saturday,
Pretty cool.
3:00 game. I bet you
Nice.
can see me
That's
outside
awesome.
the link.
Yeah, going to be
drum
good.
line.
Going to be good stuff. Going to be good stuff. Final college game of the week that we've got is a big one. It's a big one every year. Doesn't matter what. Number 5 Alabama. Number 15 Auburn. Jay, take it away.
The Iron Bowl. Boy, this game's going to be a doozy.
Yes.
And I think this game's going to be back and forth. You know what? I still say that Auburn is the best 3-loss team in the country, man.
Yep.
They are incredible. They're good. They've had some tough losses. I almost want to call for the upset here, but I'm not ready to do it. I think Alabama does win this game by 6 points.
I agree. I think it's going to be even closer than that. I'm going to say a field goal game just because how many Iron Bowls I've watched that have been absolutely insane. I think it's a field goal game. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say Auburn by 3, baby. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I just feel like it's due. So Auburn by 3.
Oh,
Sorry.
ow.
Tagovailoa, having him out hurts a little bit. It hurts a little bit. It doesn't hurt a ton. It hurts a little bit. It hurts some of the special things, the trickery that Alabama would have been able to do. I just think they're not going to get it done.
Alabama disliked that.
Yeah, it's nice.
They
Too bad.
disliked that.
That's too bad.
Wow.
What do you got?
You got that's a lot of poof, you went really out on that. I got Alabama on this one. I don't know
Okay.
where you at, man.
All right.
Where are you?
Where am I?
What America did you grow up
We'll
in?
find out after the Iron Bowl where I'm at. So
I don't
let's
even know.
catch up on a few things. Rich Higbee says, "Don't know too much about college football." Rich,
It's all right,
I'm
man.
inviting you all the time to watch some college games. But pay attention to the sports podcast. You can hear us talk about college football a lot, learn a lot more about it. And Brian, our man from Ohio State, says the Ohio State University 31, that team up north 17. That's a good way of putting it. That team up north. And that's spoken by and that's spoken by a true alum. Thanks for checking in, bro. So EJ's showing here we've got we've got basically our rundown, what games we're picking this week here. And the point totals thus far in the playoff season for high school football. Take it away for those who can't see it right now.
So, for those of you who can't see it, I apologize because I'm bad at holding the board.
No, we can
here's
see
the scores.
I'm talking about the guy driving.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. Well, here's the scores. We've been taking scores. By the way, congrats, Brian. You got one of the games that I don't think any of us else got. So good job for that one. But my dad leading with 24 points, and me and Jason are tied at 21. And that's pretty much how that's going right about now.
Nice.
Killing it.
But yeah.
Killing it. Could end this week, though.
We are Lackawanna Trail and Bishop Guilfoyle was one of our games. We got Wyoming area, Tamaqua, and Dallas, Jersey Shore. We will be picking all 6 final games. I'm doing it.
Yeah, we'll pick all 6 finals. And our podcast
will be at a different time, so stay posted for that.
Yeah, because of when the state playoffs start, you're going to have to pay attention.
As the owner of this, I'm making an executive decision. We're picking 6 games on Tuesday, or whenever we decide to do it.
All right. So here's where we're at right now. This is for all you high school football lovers, and we're down to it now. We're down to it. This is state semifinal time, and there's some really, really good games out there. Some of which really happened last week. The big, gosh, I can't even, seriously, man, I just all week going, man, I cannot believe that game that I was at that game. Dallas and Imhotep Charter. What a great game. That is probably the best high school football game that I was live in attendance at that I've ever seen. Crazy,
Jerry,
crazy.
I think in my dream I was hearing you say, what a game!
What
a game!
I'm serious. It was what a game. Man, it's everything that you wanted.
Oh my gosh.
Missed kicks, 2-pointers, a couple turnovers at key times, just big, long plays. And as soon as Imhotep would break a big, long play, you're thinking, oh, wow. We're in trouble. And then Dallas would come right back down the field. Just an unbelievable game. Seriously, man.
Quick thing. Dad, name an NFL quarterback that number 5 guy, that quarterback for them. One NFL quarterback he looks like, because I can give you to it right now.
Oh, well, there's a couple. Kid could run. Man, he could run like crazy. If there's any number of ones that come to mind. Jackson.
It reminds me of Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yeah, the kid.
Because he's got an arm, but he runs a lot.
They've got the recruits, and Brian talked about them last week. It's just unbelievable, these kids. So hats off to them. What a talented group. That said, Dallas advances. So the first game we're going to talk about this week is Lackawanna Trail and Bishop Guilfoyle. That game is 1 o'clock tomorrow at Danville High School.
One of 2 games in a doubleheader.
Yeah.
So you all know. Yes,
and we'll talk about that one in a little while. So Lackawanna Trail and Bishop Guilfoyle. Jason, what do you got, man?
Yeah, I'm not a chess guy, but what happens when you got a pawn and a bishop? And a bishop takes the pawn. They say checkmate. I think this is where Lackawanna Trail's great season comes to an end.
Yeah.
I think Bishop Guilfoyle's going to win this game by 17. I think Lackawanna Trail's going to come out a little flat, and Bishop Guilfoyle's going to jump all over that, take advantage of some mistakes. This is one game where I have a local team bowing out. But you know what? A great season they had. They won at the right time. They beat a great team in Old Forge and other teams along the way. But I think the run comes to an end.
All
right. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. It's unfortunate, but I'm going to also take Bishop Guilfoyle and take them by 7. I think Trail's defense has come up big when it needed to this year. But we also got to remember they took a long run last year to the state final game and lost. And at times they've looked a little bit inconsistent. Trail has. I'm pulling for you, Trail. Don't mistake what I'm saying. But if you're calling me to predict the game, I think Bishop Guilfoyle by 7 is kind of where we're at, and it's unfortunate. I really want to pick Trail. I just can't quite do it. EJ, what do you got?
I put Lackawanna Trail down to win this game because I think they got a lot to prove from last year. I mean, there's no worse feeling than finishing one spot down from actually the thing you were trying to accomplish. I know that because I was supposed to get 5th at District Band and Orchestra, and I got 6th, and I didn't make it at all. Believe me, that hurts.
Yeah, I
this
know
is just band, right? So imagine how Lackawanna Trail feels getting all the way to the state finals last year and getting beat and getting 2nd place. Like, that is a knife to the heart no matter what. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
You miss by 1 spot, I don't care if you get obliterated. If you miss by 1 spot, that hurts. It hurted, as people say nowadays. So I got Trail on this one because I don't think Bishop Guilfoyle knows what Trail's got in store for him. I think that this is going to be a hard-fought game, but I think Trail's going to come out with the win here. 6 points for Trail.
Okay. All right. So, really good. Good thinking. You know, my senior year, we went undefeated in cross country my senior year. Undefeated. And we rolled everybody, and we won the districts.
Of Big Dibbin.
No, I was part of a team, and I'll tell you what, it just was one of those things. And I tell you what, we got down to the state finals, and lost, got 2nd, and I still to this day know how that feels. So, Trail, I don't want you to feel that again. Go get them. Even though I picked the other way, and Jay did. And I know Jay feels the same way. What do you think? You want Trail to win, don't you?
Oh, my gosh. Pulling for Trail all the way to win the state championship.
Absolutely. So go get them. Prove us wrong, please. Next game, Wyoming area and Tamaqua. Wyoming area and Tamaqua. I will go first. This game, no idea how this happened. Brian, if you want to chime in and put something down on here, tell me how the heck did Wyoming area get a de facto home game for the playoffs
at
here
WVW.
At Wyoming Valley West? How did that happen? I mean, maybe they were feeling bad because Montoursville got a de facto home game last week in Williamsport. So I don't know, maybe they were feeling good about it, but
my theory on that, Jared and EJ, is that District 2 might have been the host for the state semi, and they pick a location based upon who's remaining.
Well,
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I really don't have any idea.
I'm going to give you a little bit of inside knowledge, and I'm going to tell you somebody who knows the head of the PIAA says, they just did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
They look for big stadiums.
Here, let's help you out.
That's exactly
By the way, Valley West, nice stadium, like nice big stadium, you know, there you go.
Not necessarily a nice
stadium. So it's not necessarily a nice stadium, but big stadium. Good.
That's why you don't see teams like Northwest host things, because they got little small places.
No, I agree. Nice stadium now, though. Hopefully they'll start hosting some things. So here we go. Wyoming area and Tamaqua. Seen Wyoming area a couple times this year. I'm impressed. I think they've looked good so far in the playoffs. I think it continues. I think they got through a tough stretch last week and roll it. I am giving Wyoming area this win. They're going to win by 7. This is going to be a good game against a good Tamaqua team, but I think Wyoming area gets it done. Count on it. Jason, what do you think?
Yeah, I got Wyoming area is going to continue to roll because of the big uglies up front. I think the offensive line just dominates. They wear teams down, and I think you're going to see Wyoming area's offense rolling again, and I think Wyoming area is going to win this game by 14 points. Yeah,
I think DeLuca is going to roll a little bit in this game. I do. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good win for Wyoming area. And EJ, you are up.
Yeah, the Blue Raiders, man, they've had a lot of things to prove this season, and they have proved these things this season. Now, then they meet Wyoming area this week, who rolled Montoursville by like 20 points, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was a little
I
closer.
think it was like 40-22 or something like that.
It was closer. I think it got away
but
late.
regardless.
Yeah, Montoursville is a good team.
Montoursville.
They were good, dude.
Montoursville shared a loss to Southern Columbia.
Right.
Wyoming area shared a loss to Southern Columbia. Wyoming area beat Montoursville. They both lost to Southern Columbia. So that you can't just say like, oh, they were evenly matched.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Wyoming area was like evenly matched with them, and then they beat them.
Yep.
So I think the Blue Raiders we're going to walk into that garbage place on Pierce Street and
Oh my
probably
God.
don't even know what's coming after.
Let me tell you, I know what he's talking about. Valley West, do us a favor.
And clean your stands up.
Clean the opposing team's stands. There's junk thrown all over, and it looks deliberate.
No,
Before
look
teams come down,
because-
it's terrible.
Because when I go down,
Clean it up.
Whenever my girlfriend plays Valley West in soccer, I'll go down there and I'll see, and those stands are fine, nothing. But when there's a football game,
Oh,
I heard from my school. Well, I've seen it at my school and other schools that you just trash the place. So knock it off, because your football team is bad, and so is your meaning to be nice to the away fans and stuff. Yeah, cool.
so what do you guys?
But I got
first
Wyoming
points?
area. I think this is a game that Tamaqua not prepared for. They're going to get spanked. I think it's going to be a 30-point game because I don't think Tamaqua knows what they're coming.
Wow,
to.
that's a
The
huge
Blue Raiders are going to get raided like severely.
Wow. Okay. All right. Wow. That's a good one. Okay. Yeah, and here's the big one. So,
I'm going last on this one.
well, I know you are. So, Dallas and Jersey Shore.
Jay.
Jay, I'll let you go first. I got a couple things to say about this, some things that I was looked into and read about. But what do you got here?
Yeah, I don't know a lot about Jersey Shore. The only thing I know about Jersey Shore is big hair, big other things, and a lot of drama. And I don't think that represents this Jersey Shore team, nor are they the same thing at all, because they're not. But is this the line, honestly? But I don't think this Jersey Shore team knows what's coming to hit them right in the mouth. I think you're going to have some old school football here, smash mouth Lenny Kelly football. And I think the Dallas Mountaineers, those seniors, man, they are relentless. They're going to come into this game. It's going to be close, just like last week. But at the end of the day, it's going to be Dallas winning again, advancing to the state championship, and they're going to win by 6 points.
I have looked at Jersey Shore a little bit. They're averaging 43 points a game. They have a very high-powered offense, and they've played some decent competition. They've been highly ranked a good portion of the year. They do have 3 losses, but they played some good competition. That said, Pottsville was up early on them good, and Jersey Shore came back last week and took it, and it went 3 overtimes. And, high drama, and they got it out, and they win 42-35. Here's what I have to say about that. I think it's going to be a really high-scoring game. I think each team's putting up over 30 points in this game. I think the band is going to be worn out. By the time this game is over tomorrow night, I think there'll be a lot of points on the board.
Please no.
And
no.
I think that the difference here is 2 things. Number one, I don't think that Jersey Shore has faced a defense like Dallas. And I think teams, you watched Imhotep last week with all the speed. I think they were used to just running untouched through a lot of things, and they got hit. And there were some times where kids got hit and got up, and they were like, what? What's going on? And honestly, it's crazy. Dallas's defense comes ready to play. If Dallas defense comes ready to play, they're going to win this one. And it's going to be a 10-point win for Dallas is what I'm calling right now. I think the X factor in this game is Lenny Kelly. I don't know that they can stop them. Pottsville's a similar team to Dallas. They do things very similarly the way that we do, and they put a lot of points up on Jersey Shore. So couple that with our defense, I don't know that they can match up. I think we're going to win this one by 10 points. EJ, what do you think?
All right.
He
So
called Dallas. He called Dallas
I
too.
know. So there's some things that kind of scare me in this game. First of all, Dallas, like the students, most of or the players that I have seen, other than like Lenny and Jack, I haven't talked to a lot of people, but the people that I have talked to, other than Lenny and Jack, including the teachers and everybody thinks we're gonna roll Jersey Shore. Sorry, but that's really not gonna happen. They're not gonna roll them like you think we're gonna walk in there and put so many points on them because we beat Imhotep Charter.
Right. That's right.
But you know, I think Dallas is gonna win because let's just be honest, okay? What am I gonna do tomorrow morning? All right, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna lift because that's what I have to do for my back and my chest and figure out how to do all stuff. What do you think these kids on the front line for Dallas? What do you think they do like every day? What do you think I wake up to on Josh Valera's snap story on all the football players' snap story? Lifting every day in the morning. There's some big boys on that team.
Yep.
Including my buddy Josh Valera, which, by the way, if I didn't say it in another video, congrats on getting into Dartmouth.
Yes,
so,
I agree.
But listen, the big boys in this game are going to be the difference makers. If they can stop Jersey Shore from putting up a crap ton of points,
Yeah.
then and if we don't choke. If we don't become the Golden State Warriors or the Pottsville Crimson Tide and choke a lead, we could win this game. Honestly, we could win this game, and I think that we're going to. It's official. It's in ink. But we win this game. We sure as hell better be ready for next week because we're either getting Lampert or Strasburg or Thomas Jefferson. And I'm not necessarily a fan of playing either of those teams because they both freak me out.
Yeah.
So I think Dallas is going to get by. There's going to be like a 8-point game, but it's going to be a tough one. I think Jersey Shore is going to take someone out. Honestly.
Yeah, I think they're going to put up some points. I really do.
And Danny Muser, and cycling Danny, and then running Lenny, and then running Danny, and running Lenny just back and forth, and they don't know which one's coming. Like, have them not knowing which one's coming.
There was a point in that game last week where the line for Dallas took over, and then Imhotep would shift, and so Dallas shifted, and they would, instead of running right, they'd run left, and they would create penetration. They would open holes for the running backs, and they just did. And they didn't get tons and tons of yards because Imhotep's really, really fast and pursued, was able to take guys down. But what a great adjustment by the guys up front. Jay, like you said with Wyoming area, the big uglies. I don't know necessarily Dallas has the big uglies, but they've got solid guys up there in that line. I think that's been the difference.
A pretty good-looking kid. I'll tell you what.
They've been tough. So I guess what we've got is a really interesting time here. 3 really good games. Get out and watch some football. I do want to give a shout out to Richland Township High School. No one from Richland Township will ever see this podcast because I have no idea why they would. That's my dad's old high school. That's my dad's alma mater. Has had a tremendous football season. Unfortunately, it's coming to an end this weekend because they're playing Southern Columbia. But I got to give a shout out to Richland. I watch for you guys all the time to see how you're doing, and this year you've impressed. So congrats. I don't know how you're going to do against Southern Columbia, man. They're just crazy. But congrats to you guys. And we'll see how it all plays out. So EJ's got an ink here on our 3 picks.
All right, everybody, just so we can quickly get over through the scores. Once again, my dad's in the lead, 24 points. That's pretty good. Tied with me and Jay are tied at 21. Tied for second or last place at this point. Also, shout out to Brian for getting that one game that none of all 3 of us got.
Good job, Brian.
Once again, let's go over them in order. Lackawanna Trail. I have Trail. The other 2 have Bishop Guilfoyle. Wyoming area, all of us have them beating the Tamaqua Blue Raiders. And the Dallas Mountaineers, all three of us have them beating the Jersey Shore, whatever the
I don't know what
heck
they even are.
I don't
Doesn't
even know.
matter.
All I know is that they're orange and black and they look kind of neat.
Yep. So those
Go
picks,
Browns.
those picks are in the book.
Brian, if you want to if you want to do it too, just send us over. If you don't, I completely understand, but it's fine.
No problem. So
But
we'll
put you up for the scoreboard too.
For the last thing, our 5 of our starting 5 this week, Jay. Here's an interesting question posted by a big fan of the Assist Sports podcast. And that would be none other than Rich Murphy of the Amazons.
Oh, boy.
So, he said...
Zachary, what's up, my friend? What's up?
Here's what he said. I'm going to read it for you. Here's the question. Give me a moment till I put you back in your place.
Zach.
So, Zach, you can always rewatch this video, man, and we'll post it to YouTube soon, too. So, listen. Here's the trivia question. Who was the last area team to win the state championship? Jay, do you know who?
That's a good one.
When we say area, are we talking Lackawanna and Wyoming Valley conferences?
That's a great question.
Because I'd say obviously Southern Columbia, but
No.
Lackawanna,
Lackawanna, Wyoming Valley, not Southern Columbia. No.
Okay, so obviously you gave it the answer, right?
Yep, that's not it.
Okay, but I want to go Burke Bulldogs.
I am too. Do you know what year that was?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 2004.
Wrong.
Nope. I think it's 97.
1997.
Yeah.
Wow.
1997. So it was Berwick back in 1997. District 2, we got a drought here.
We got to end
Let's
it.
end this drought. Somebody go get that dub this weekend and then go next
Preferably
weekend and get a dub.
Preferably Dallas.
I got to tell you,
Trail.
you know what that answer would have been if Riverside would have been able to pull it off against the Clareton Bears.
Oh.
But Riverside, they faced the Clareton Bears and lost at Hershey back in the early 2000s.
Yes. And that's
10-2.
And I'm going to tell you something. My
that.
brother said the same thing. He said Riverside was real close. And I know they didn't get it, but they were real close.
Yep.
Almost.
I was at that game.
Clareton's in it again this year. Clareton plays Farrell. That is going to be a heck of a game.
That game's going to be unbelievable.
Wow, is that going to be a great game. So, next week on the podcast, probably going to be a Tuesday night show, folks.
Wow.
Because, here's why. Because the state final games start Thursday afternoon.
Short week. So, we've got some championship games, and the Class 4A championship game is Thursday night at 7. So, got to say, it's going to be pretty crazy. Want to thank everybody for joining tonight. I'll leave you with the last words when I'm done. I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's joined. We're thankful for you. We thank you, all of you, for commenting, for reaching out, for posting stuff. I love all the feedback we get and people talking about it, and we just love it. We just having fun doing it. Really enjoy it. Glad everybody else enjoys it too. I want to say that you can reach us by email. That's assistsportspodcast@gmail.com. You can go to our Facebook page. Obviously, the Assist Sports Podcast is where to go. Get in there. There's a ton of information. I'm sharing hot stove baseball right now. How about those Buccos hiring Derek Shelton as their manager and so on? A lot of things going on. I agree. Good move. And a lot of things going on. So you're going to see a lot more things happening. Finally, you can go to our YouTube channel. You can check out there. We're going to post this video shortly after we're done here. And I know people watch that one because I have people reach out to me and say, hey, saw you on YouTube. So it's good.
So we appreciate everybody for following us. I see Mark Youngblood says go Mounts, and we agree, Mark, go Mounts. We're hoping for the best. We'll see what happens. I mean, haven't won a district championship in 20 years. So here we are, still going, still kicking. Jason, any final thoughts before I turn it over to EJ?
No, again, just very thankful for a lot of things. And again, thank you for everyone that joined in tonight. And enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving night and have a wonderful night.
Sweet. EJ, final thoughts?
Yeah. So thanks. Once again, I think I've said this multiple times before, but I'm going to say it again. When I started this podcast, I was walking around Wilkes-Barre, and I went into the Cole Creative Arts Center, and I was like, wow, there's a podcast place in here, and people film podcasts, and this is insane, and
cool.
I got to do this, right? And so, and this is just a little bit of a backstory. And so when I think about it now, I thought about it a lot, and I was like, all right, we have to make this happen. This is the coolest thing ever, whatever. And so did I think that I was going to get this much success in it? Did I think I was going to have all of you wonderful people watching this? Do you think I didn't even expect a single viewer, unless it was part of my family, to watch it.
Huh.
But y'all have really shown out and been supportive, and I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am that you all have just been out there for us, and thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for following. And
yep. Yeah, I mean, we'll give a couple more shouts. Tony Kaz and the Pod guys, love you guys. You guys have supported us since day one. Jason, I know he works hard. He's out hitting people up when he's talking to people about sports. He's like, hey, you like this? And he tells them how to get to our page, and people watch. And it's amazing. It's amazing the outpouring of support we got.
Yeah, and honestly, thank you so much. Oh, you're making my dream come true, because I just wanted, and I only have one job. Only one job is to provide it. In this case, and provide educational and entertaining, yes, and yes, educational and entertaining types stuff to you, like about sports. And I'm bringing the education to you in a fun way. And thanks to Jay and all these guys that just get on the show. We've got a lot coming up, and wouldn't have been possible without y'all. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it wouldn't have been possible without you guys." And we're not going to be a PBS station here. This isn't going to be thanks to viewers like you, and they don't even mean it. No, right. It's actually it's also actually fueled by viewers like you. So
appreciate it.
PBS, you can fight me on that, because that's my tagline now. But yeah, thanks. Thank you so much. We got a lot going on. Len, keep doing what you're doing, man. And for the rest of the Mountaineers, look forward to seeing you guys at Danville. My dad's going to have some flashbacks to the 88 final game.
Oh, boy.
But it's okay. It's all right.
I can't wait.
Don't have to get riled up. It's all right.
One of our proudest moments, man. It was great.
There was a lot of sensory overload with my dad.
No such thing with me, man. No such thing.
No, my dad went through
I'm not triggered.
Huh. But yeah, no. We love to see you. So if you want to talk to us, by the way, you can send us an email. Dad, remind them of the email. assistsportspodcast@gmail.com. Yes, and we read every single one of them. We read every single one of your comments. And if you want to see this and you don't have a Facebook, which I don't even know how you're listening to me right now if you don't have a Facebook.
YouTube.
Go to the YouTube.
Video will be up in about a half hour.
Stuff. It'll be up in about a half hour after this show.
Yeah, video will be up about 9 o'clock tonight, guys.
Yes, so once again, thanks, and D2. Let's bring home something.
Let's go District 2. Let's go Mounts.
Go enjoy some football.
Have a good night, everybody.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Fly Owls.